Hi everyone, I'm the plant propagator and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a very short video for you. I want to share with you these orchids and then a little bit additional information. And I've shared each of these with you before, but I want to take it just a step further. So this is over here. This is Odum's Grandolite, big plant, just a single flower right now, but one of my favorites. And it's Cattleya. So this is Cattleya Odum's Grandolite. And this is Brassocattleya clear stars. Neither of these, and this plant, again, one of my favorites. I've had this for a while also. None of these plants are awarded. They haven't been cloned. They're each from seedlings. They're seedlings, and they're unique individuals. So when you go and take a look at flowers of Odum's Grandolite, you'll see my flowers, but you'll see some other ones too. So there's variation, as you might imagine, with these flowers from seedlings, and the same thing you see with clear stars, which, as you may or may not be able to tell from the flower, it's a Brassocattleya nodosa cross. And so both of these are really some of my current favorites. Let's talk a little bit more detail about Odum's Grandolite. As you might imagine, the cross was made by Rob Schneider at Odum's Orchids in Fort Pierce. This is and I got this from Odum's when it was just a seedling. Took a few years to bloom. I got it in this huge, heavy clay pot, and it seems to be doing really, really well. It's very prolific. It puts out a new pseudobulb and then a bloom, and I've used this in a lot of my crosses. The fragrance on it is nice. It's a periodic bloomer. Again, pseudobulb bloom, pseudobulb bloom. So it can bloom for over a long period of time. You don't get the same splash of a bunch of blooms coming out at the same time with other orchids, but still, this is a real consistent, prolific grower. And like I said, I've used this in a bunch of my crosses. Right now on this plant, there's a nice single bloom in the front that's open, and the color on this bloom for me is really nice. You've got a little bit of flaring, and the flaring comes from one of the parents, that's Robert Straight, and the rest of it, it's kind of a pink to purplish color. The lip on this flower is really velvety purple. It's really a dark velvet purple, and it's just a wonderful flower, good prolific grower. In addition to the one open flower on this plant, if you look around, there is a bloom right here, just another single bloom on this pseudobulb, and this will probably be open in a couple of weeks. And then I just found this today. I looked at another new pseudobulb here, and it looks like there are 2 or 3 blooms coming out on this, but there's a new pseudobulb here. There, no, that one blooms. So there's, as you know, again, as this thing goes, as it puts out the new pseudobulb, it blooms. On the back of this plant, I have it's turned around. I can show you this in video. There are a couple of really huge capsules, seed capsules. So I use this in a lot of my crosses, right? It's interesting, I've made a lot of crosses, and the crosses that I've made that have been successful, that I've got nice seeds from, this is the Pollinia donor. But I've also generated a lot of capsules, and for one reason or another, the capsules that I've gotten out of it, I haven't gotten any good seedlings out of that. But I'm hopeful here, I'm hopeful that I get these. Now, again, what happens when you pollinate an orchid is that the flower fades very, very quickly. So I presented at a local orchid society this past week, and I shared the beautiful flower that was open, but then I also shared these just lovely, gorgeous seed capsules with these crunchy flowers, the flower remnants that are on the end of this. And again, it's a problem because you lose the flower quickly, but this is a big enough plant so that it can support these capsules really nicely. But this thing just continues to flower, continues to do well. Over here, let's move over to Clear Stars. Clear Stars was a gift. This plant was a gift from my friend Bill. Right now, this has 4 open flowers on it, but there are 4 additional pseudobulbs that have flowers coming out on it, and it looks like there's anywhere from 2 to 3 and one so small I can't tell. Well, that's also 2 there. So lots of, let's see, did I say 4? 1, 2, 3. There's 5 additional spikes coming out of this plant. I don't know if I said 4 or 5. So this plant is going to be loaded. It's a big plant. It's going over the edge of the pot where there are roots just forming everywhere. There's actually not much in the middle. It's more growing over the pot and where it's collecting. But this is a really nice large Nodosa hybrid. It has the same dark purple coloration. It's got really big sepals and petals, and it's a star shape that is typical of what you'll get with Nodosa. And Clear Stars, Brassocattleya Clear Stars, is the name of this hybrid. I've also used this in a lot of my hybridizations. They're good parents. They're some of my favorite plants, and they do well when I cross them. And so you're thinking, okay, how about these 2? Do they make a nice pair? What happens when you cross this? Well, what happens when you cross this is you get this. And this I named after my friend Bill that gifted me Clear Stars. And these I think might be my first progeny from this hybrid. And these are Brassocattleya Billy Baby. Again, after Bill, who gifted me this plant. These are growing more like Clear Stars. They're growing more like this. They have thin leaves, vigorous growers, and I'm really excited to see what I get out of these plants. These things I think they get to a certain point and where they take off, and both of these plants are putting out, this plant over here is putting out, it looks like 2 new pseudobulbs. This one over here is putting out, same thing, 2 new pseudobulbs, but new roots, new everything. And this is what happens when you cross 2 vigorous plants, is that you get vigor. So I'm really excited about this. I just wanted to introduce you to Billy Baby. I've got two right here. I've got a few more just around in my collection. I'm not even sure if these are the nicer ones or these were just the ones that are closer. And I'm getting really full of seedlings in 4-inch pots. I continue to make crosses. Again, I've got a couple more here. This, I should say, surprisingly, I harvested 2 capsules off of this plant, I think about 2 weeks ago. So, and they're in the laboratory and they look good. So, you know, again, good parents, they make good crosses. What I don't know whether I explained to you here, there are 2, I'm looking here at the base, there's new pseudobulbs growing out of the base of really both of these plants. Just good growers. All right, so that's all I wanted to do today, was share with you just these 2 plants. I've got a lot more blooms to share with you. I'm not sure if I have any first blooms. I don't know, I might. But I've got a lot of repeat bloomers coming. It is starting to get warm here in Southwest Florida. It got up to 88 degrees today, I think right now. Oh, wow, it's cooled down. It's gone down to 84 degrees. But anywhere from, I think that is 27 to 29, 30 degrees Celsius. So anyway, it's getting warm here. The humidity is high. These guys love it. I brought a bunch of seedlings home from the laboratory the other day. They're growing like crazy. It is just a great time to be an orchid grower here in Southwest Florida. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did and you want to keep on seeing them, it would help me out if you can click on like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. All right, that's it. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and happy propagating.